Welcome to another exciting episode of Badminton Unlimited. Coming up in the next half hour, the DAIHATSU Indonesia Masters 2020 served up some top-class badminton. We bring you the best of the action from the finals day. Badminton Unlimited reveals the many faces of Chinese Taipei superstar Tai Tzu Ying.
算了啦，不要过，这好难哦。
And the BWF steps up in its efforts to promote para-badminton.
The participating countries will each get a wheelchair to take back home to help them with that first step in developing the sport nationally.
The Istora Senayan opened its doors for the DAIHATSU Indonesia Masters 2020 last week, much to the delight of the nation's passionate badminton fans. They weren't disappointed on finals day, as Indonesia battled for 3 out of the 5 crowns on offer. Women's doubles duo Gracia Poli and Apriyani Rahayu sent the Istora faithful into a frenzy after they saved 2 championship points to snatch the title from Denmark's Maiken Frøygaard and Sarah Toysen. The world number 30 duo were on the back of impressive wins over the week, but in this thrilling finale, they came up just short of claiming what would have been a major achievement for their partnership. The Scandinavians put out another fearless display, often pinning the Indonesians back with their heavy hitting style. But Poli and Rahayu used everything in their arsenal to keep their composure and belief in the deciding game to walk away with the final score 18-21, 21-11, 23-21.
I want to forget what happened just now because it was so nervous and then so tight and then mixed feeling, but we really just wanted to win the game, please make it 1 point, at least 1 point. So yeah, that's it, that's how we feel.
Kitanya yang tertekan. Jadi yang set kedua kita bisa mengembalikan keadaan dan ya balik lagi ya set ketiga kita harus bisa lebih fokus lagi dan ya pasti kan di situ udah mulai 1-2 poin.
It's really mixed feelings right now. We've had a really good tournament, so we have to be happy, but still it annoys me a little bit that we throw away 2 championship points in the end, but that's how it is. They are a little bit more experienced and I think they used it in the end today.
The hosts were assured of a title in men's doubles when defending champions Marcus Fernaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo took on veteran compatriots Muhammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. Wary of their opponents' vast experience, world number ones Gideon and Sukamuljo kept up their pressure throughout the match to foil any chance of a comeback. In the end, a 21-15, 21-16 result was enough to seal their hat-trick of Indonesia Masters crowns.
It's a very good experience, so we cannot make too many mistakes. If we make 1 or 2 mistakes, and then they will point so many.
Ya kita coba lawan dulu sih ya, dari nolop-nolopnya. Terus tapi kedua mungkin kita lebih banyak ke defense-nya dulu. Cuma mungkin beberapa poin kita masih terburu-buru. Ya.
Anthony Sinisuka Ginting then made it 3 out of 3 for the red and white when he upstaged Anders Antonsen 17-21, 21-15, 21-9. The Dane was off to a good start, but as the match wore on, the world number 3 struggled with his movement and Ginting quickly took advantage. The fleet-footed Indonesian capitalized on Antonsen's struggles to finally end his dry spell and recapture the title he'd won in 2018.
Of course, I feel really happy because last year I just can become a finalist for 5 times.
I was not moving as well, as good as I was in the first game. And that's of course a problem when I play a guy like Anthony who is really fast. So my movement was not good enough.
Ratchanok Intanon held her nerve against Carolina Marin in a fascinating women's singles contest to seal her first World Tour title for the year. The Olympic champion was gunning for a winning outcome on the day in a bid to erase memories of her painful ACL injury that forced her out of last year's final. The Spaniard did well to take the match to a decider, but Intanon's smart net play proved crucial to give the Thai a 21-19, 11-21, 21-18 triumph.
I just try to keep fighting and follow her speed and try everything, but today I'm lucky in the net shot, and also it make me can play the after net, then I can smash like that.
I feel a bit disappointed with myself because I think she was more clever than me today, especially when we play in the net. I think she has a really good feeling today.
The world's top two mixed doubles pairs once again headlined the title contest that lasted just 25 minutes. With Huang Dongping struggling with illness, Wang Yiliu tried his best to make up ground, but against the unstoppable Zheng Xiwei and Huang Yachong, it was always going to be an impossible task. 21-9, 21-9 it ended, handing the world #1 duo their third consecutive Indonesia Masters victory.
反正就是很开心吧，我觉得印尼算是我们的福地吧。我们每次其实在这里，不管是年中的还是年初的，还是那一年的亚运会，我们其实都发挥的挺好的。所以说我觉得，跟这边的球迷也分不开关系吧。我觉得他们给我们的加油，他们的热情，都让我们充满了力量。
At the Para Badminton Technical Workshop supported by the Agathos Foundation in Kampala, Uganda, participants had plenty to cheer about. Hailing from 6 member associations of the Badminton Confederation of Africa, the aspiring players and coaches received an equipment boost from the BWF.
The Badminton World Federation, we support our continental confederations with equipment to support projects like Shuttle Time, and typically that equipment is in the form of rackets, shuttles, nets. But when it comes to para-badminton, we identified also the need to supply wheelchairs to these countries. So we were working with a company in the UK called Roma Medical to develop a badminton-specific wheelchair. We've shipped 10 wheelchairs into Uganda, and the participating countries will each get a wheelchair to take back home to help them with that first step in developing the sport nationally.
Already stretched with very limited funds and resources, these wheelchairs are a welcome boost to Africa's growing para-badminton community.
We have problem of wheelchair in my country, so it is a very good opportunity to us to play badminton world, because we get problem of materials, and it is a beginning of success, because today I have a new wheelchair.
For many of the athletes, they were using wheelchairs or equipment that isn't suitable for badminton, so they now have a specific wheelchair. They'll be able to move around the court a lot more freely, a lot more easily, and it will help their performance as well.
I went to other workshop in Benin. We had to train, wheelchair training was only on normal chair, no wheel. And so this time it's much better for everybody and also for us.
Being able to have that resource and taking it to all the countries that are part of this program is just going to be huge. Even if there's one wheelchair in a club, the athlete's going to get used to using the correct equipment for the sport. It's a huge thing.
It is not very heavy like I used to play with another wheelchair, and I saw that it's very comfortable and very it's very good for me. So I play with it, it's very good, and I enjoy it a lot.
While there's still a long way to go for the sport in Africa, giving every child a chance to play for life remains the clear vision of the BWF.
It's really important that the Badminton World Federation are investing in para-badminton. As an organisation, we're fully inclusive. Our goal is to bring the sport of badminton to everyone, no matter where they're based, no matter what barriers there are to them playing the sport, but we want to give them opportunities to experience badminton.
As the title sponsor of the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals, HSBC organised a staff competition alongside the year-end showpiece to promote and engage their employees in badminton. Local competitions were conducted in 7 markets to determine the representatives for each market. And on the 13th of December 2019, these representatives travelled to Guangzhou, China to compete in the regional final.
The purpose of it is simply to drive staff engagement. You know, we have a very large workforce, and a lot of our workforce is based across the Asia Pacific region. And universally, badminton is a very popular sport. So by creating the road to Guangzhou, This year we had 7 markets participating, over 900 of our colleagues, and it's a very good way for us to demonstrate balance in terms of mental and physical well-being throughout the bank.
I would really like to thank HSBC for giving us employees an opportunity, Singapore especially being the smallest market here in the region, that we have the opportunity to have the local league and thereafter, competing in Guangzhou with all the other regions and countries.
Really excited about this trip, and then we really try very hard because this is once in a lifetime opportunity, like to be here, like World Tour final Guangzhou. So yeah, it really beats anything.
Perasaan saya sih senang banget, ya. Pertama kali emang datang ke Guangzhou, tanding di salah satu ya pengen menang juga. Tapi ya udah, hopefully nanti di tahun depan bisa menang lagi.
Definitely very lucky and very thankful, especially the opportunity to meet with other colleagues from different markets, including Singapore, India, Indonesia. Actually, I met some colleagues that work closely with me as well, so it's really a great opportunity to mingle with colleagues outside of work as well.
It's not just working at HSBC. I get to play badminton as well, as that's part of my hobby. I can come out to play competition, and this is very great.
To cap off a wonderful day of badminton bonanza, current and former world champions Mohammad Hassan, Hendra Setiawan, as well as Thailand's Ratchanok Intanon made a surprise visit, which brought cheers to the adoring crowd. Participants were also invited to catch the world's best shuttlers in action live over the weekend, with an additional little surprise.
周末的话，我可以参加汇丰世界羽联总决赛的决赛的去看那次比赛，而且很有幸的可以去为男单比赛制臂，我特别开心，特别兴奋，感觉这是对于一个羽毛球爱好者是一个很无上的荣幸。
We're a business and a brand that talks about togetherness, and together we thrive. So the best personification, the best example of that is when we get multiple markets coming together to participate around something they're personally really interested in. So hopefully we're having this conversation next year, and you ask me again next year, and it's going to be difficult for me to say more because we've got so many already involved. So just that we can do more with our people. They're our most important asset, bar none, and so we're really excited about what it can do.
When we return, is Chinese Taipei superstar Tai Tzu Ying sending out a cryptic message to her fans?
可能过了30之后，我可能会稍微有点没有这么多体力。天哪！怎么？这样吗？等一下，我没有办法同时。算了啦，跳过，这好难哦。哦，好的，所以我也要我的手吗？好。这我最会了。还有吗？那这个好。好，完了！哦，天哪！我那眼睛是发生什么事？到底怎么闭一个眼睛，还要再吐舌头？
Tai Tzu Ying entered the international scene when she was just 15 years old and is one of the privileged few to have competed twice at the Olympics. Despite failing to get past the round of 16 on both occasions, the talented shuttler is ready to step up her game at Tokyo 2020.
有什么意义？我觉得没有什么特别意义，但是就因为参加是一定要去参加，那当然最终还是希望自己可以夺牌吧。因为就是前面参加了2次，我觉得第一次其实那时候年纪还蛮轻的，就是比较多冲劲吧，比较没有想太多。然后到了第2次，其实就过了4年，因为自己也比较成熟了，知道奥运其实对一个运动选手来讲是怎么样的一个舞台。在参加之前，就是觉得自己调整其实没有这么好，对，因为有一些伤吧。对，那到那边之后，发挥的我觉得已经算蛮正常了，对，但是就新度其实发挥的更好。
Tai Tzu Ying has been a dominant force in women's singles, holding the record for the longest world #1 and sweeping 27 titles in both the tour and regional competitions. The only blemish in her career is an elusive World Championships title.
其实我觉得就是都是出在自己的状况吧，因为我觉得我本身就是比较多失误的球员，所以其实在比赛上我有时候会没有办法控制自己的失误，然后这个状况是，我可能跟别人比较不一样，因为大家的打法可能比较稳定，然后我觉得我比较多的一些特别的球路，可是那其实也算是我的致命伤吧，就是会比较多的失误，然后如果我今天手感很好，我可能就会很轻松的获得比赛，或者是我可以让对手非常的辛苦，对，但我今天如果手感不好、状况不好的时候，我就会没有办法这么的得心应手，对啊，那这个部分我也需要把它再加强到，我可以把每一个比赛都算是发挥的比较正常，不要有那么多的起伏跟失误。
Tai's amazing shot making and stroke play qualities are something every player dreams of. But would the Chinese Taipei player rather choose consistency over skills?
哎呀，这问题好难回答，我2个都想要，因为我觉得要同时具备其实比较困难啊。但是我觉得先有稳定的发挥，然后再来加强更高的技术，我觉得这样子是比较正确的方式。对，像我这个可能就比较后面再回来练。稳定性我觉得会比较困难一点，因为我从小其实就已经是这样子的打法，过了很长的时间。那这个阶段吧，大家都水准这么高的时候，其实有时候差那一点点就是差很多。对啊，那我就后面再回来要练这个稳定的时候，其实我是蛮不容易练的。对啊，那但是我还是会继续努力。
An early bloomer, Tai has been grinding it out at the pinnacle of badminton for more than a decade. Last December, the 25-year-old revealed to Badminton Unlimited her retirement plans after her 3rd Olympic Games.
还是会把明年的比赛都打完啊，对，最少会打到明年结束。只是奥运过后可能会稍微可以比较放松一点，不用这么紧绷，对啊。每天打球花了很多的时间，想要有一些时间去做别的事情。趁还年轻的时候，过了30就不年轻了。立刻想要做的应该是没有，但是就会想要花一点时间去，比较长的时间可能出去，比如说像在台湾环岛啊，骑脚踏车，但都是一些感觉蛮累人的事情。对，我想做的事情，感觉都比较累一点。可能过了30之后，我可能会稍微有点没有这么多体力，先明年打完再说。
2019 was another hectic season for Tai Tzu Ying as she gears up for the Olympics. Out of the 14 tournaments played, which was most memorable for the Chinese Taipei ace?
印象比较深，我觉得应该是世锦赛那次跟那个韩国的金佳恩，那时候其实我是第一次跟他打，然后他的球路对我来讲也是蛮特别。那毕竟因为在世锦赛，我觉得这对每一个选手来讲都算是很重要的比赛。
Right now it's the Korean who directs things.
That's great retrieving from Tai Tzu Ying. Yeah, but commanding the rally, the Korean.
在那之前，就其实我觉得自己的状况并没有非常的好。对，那到那边的时候，当然我也是很尽力的想要去把自己的状况拉起来，拉到最好。
That straight drop shot from Tai Tzu Ying is one of her trademark shots.
所以在打的时候，其实一开始，第一场的时候还算在调整，但第二场就慢慢比较进入状况，然后他的打法其实也算比较特别，因为他的这个地方蛮不错的，就是绕头的地方。对啊，看他在跟其他选手打的时候，也是得了蛮多分的。
Oh yes, well taken.
It's going wide.
I thought the same.
Good shot, good shot. Yeah, excellent.
Brilliant.
Because the previous shot looked just like the last one.
然后他很高，又很有力。然后因为那个时候世锦赛的球我记得很慢，所以其实每一场球都打得很久的时间。就我觉得我的应该算短，因为我的会比较多的失误，所以不会有这么多的来回。但是在打的时候，就其实2局下来也打了40-50分钟吧。对，其实我觉得消耗蛮大的。
Nice. Brilliant. Oh my goodness. Well, what defense in that final rally.
那在隔天对到新都的时候，其实我自己我觉得我自己已经发挥得很好了，对，但是可能有时候还是会差了一点运气，就像在世锦赛的时候，他后面赢过我，可是到法国的时候，其实我觉得这2场球是很类似的，对，所以在那打的时候，我觉得有时候就是会差了一点运气。
There it is.
Kusala v Sindhu, the 5th seed here, downs Tai Tzu Ying, the world number 2.
The third of back-to-back HSBC BWF World Tour tournaments in January, the Princess Sirivanavari Thailand Masters 2020 will be the first Super 300 event of the year. And the indoor stadium Huamark will play host to the world's best shuttlers for a second successive year in the vibrant city of Bangkok. Here's all you need to know in the next 90 seconds. With just over 3 months left in Olympic qualification, the 7,000 points up for grabs for the winners in Bangkok will prove invaluable. In men's singles, China's Chen Long will lead the field, joined by compatriots Shi Yuqi and Lin Dan in the main draw. Shi, who's seeded second, will open his campaign against Thailand's Tanongsak Sainsombunsak, while Lin Dan faces Hong Kong third seed Ka Long Angus in the opening round. The highlight of the first round will be Malaysian 7th seed Li Zhijia going up against 3-time tour winner Samir Verma. India will also be represented by HS Pranoy and Kidabi Srikant, who are placed in the same quarter, with Pranoy having the trickier of the 2 opening ties against Malaysian Liu Darren. Women's doubles also promises thrilling clashes from the get-go, with world number 1s Chen Qingchen and Jia Yifan leading a strong field. Chen and Jia will have to get past the Stoeva sisters in the first round, before a possible rematch with Nami Matsuyama and Chiharu Shida, their recent conquerors in Malaysia and Indonesia. 2019's most improved players Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young have been drawn in the same quarter as their compatriots Lee So-hee and Shin Chung-chun. The third and fourth seeded Korean pairs are set for a quarterfinal showdown should they clear the earlier rounds. So get ready for the action to heat up in Bangkok from the 21st to the 26th of January. That's all the time we have this week, but be with us again next week as we join Canada's Michelle Lee in her earnest quest to make the perfect soba.
It's so hard to balance. And then make sure each noodle is 1.3 millimeters thick.
In the meantime, remember to log on to bwfworldtour.com for all the latest updates and features on the HSBC BWF World Tour. It's bye-bye for now.